or more magic damage respect for the other lane. RRQ, Moscow. Yeah, I think the Moscow is not bad, but they ban it out, so there you go. Both Moscow and Claude taken out. Granger. Do they want to go for that? Is the question. I think they pick up a jungler first. Pick up a winning matchup. Try to get a winning matchup for Toy against Kelra.
So you mentioned the Joy, Harley.
Leo Mord against Suyo. It's quite tough, but you have a Grok. And you have a Zetian as well. Gotta think real hard here for RRQ. Do they want to just go? I don't think they want to go Fredrin, right? There you go. So the options are...
Hayabusa?
Oh, not the biggest fan of that against Yuzong. Same problem. And against a Suyo, it is the Harley that I expected to be banned out. I can't believe that went through, by the way. I can't believe it didn't get banned out. That was the first thing I called out to be banned.
But is it too much of a magic damage here in the composition of RRQ?
No, they can make up for it with a Granger, I think, or just a marksman.
Depends on the gold lane, yeah.
What is ONIC gonna pick though? They banned out the Moscow and the Claude.
They definitely need more like
Kelra.
lock, like crowd control.
It might not be an MM.
It might not
Do you think it could be a fighter?
They still need Shred right now. The Harith was what I called out earlier, and it looks like it's just going to be a simple answer.
They're
Carry?
hovering in
Harith.
and the Kalea. They're hovering around those two heroes. Oh, the Badang though locked in, and the Harith.
Badang makes more sense than Kalea here. There's no insta kill anyways, you know. Maybe they were thinking of this about the sustain for the Kalea. But it is the Harith, the Badang as well. Try to lock the Harley down whenever he jumps in, maybe. Still, Uranus might have a good time here. If you know, he does well in lane and doesn't really, if he doesn't get punished in lane, punished in the early game, he can be a threat. RRQ. Bruno. You know what?
Wow.
I'm not a hater of this. I've actually been really liking the Bruno in the current meta. I've been spamming a lot as well. I think it's great for this composition up against ONIC too, just because RRQ, they're looking for long fights. ONIC are looking for long fights, sorry. ONIC are looking for long fights. Bruno thrives in those long fight conditions, and the rest of the team can follow it up too.
Do you still think that Bruno is like an early game hero? He needs to snowball, so on and so forth?
No. He scales really well. His laning is all right. It's a skill matchup against the Harith. So he just needs to wait. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes weapon mastery here. Just, you know, farms out until 3 items or 2 items.
All right. Any last notes?
Kyrie's gonna have to be careful. There's a lot of magic damage. The Tian, Harley, and Uranus. They can really punish the Suyo if he dashes forward.
So let's see the execution. It's been clean, composed, and just mechanical by ONIC so far. With their new roster, can they retain the same consistency here against the Kings of Kings in our first Royal Derby of MPL ID Season 17?
Let's see the 39th Royal Derby. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, in ONIC and RRQ. Still looking to find form. And what will they bring to the table here? Keep in mind that this is Jiizee's debut.
Yeah.
On the Royal Derby.
That's pretty surprising, by the way. In the mid lane, I thought Jiizee and Edok would actually just win out that 2v2. Emblem by Bayou. Pull yourself together for Jiizee. Wow. Are you looking for the Spear of the Phoenixes? Having the flicker up more times as well. Everything else looks quite normal, but yeah, Super Toy did not go for the Weapon Mastery. Instead, he goes for Master Assassin. All right. Again, not bad, but I expected Weapon Mastery just to be safe.
Okay, it looks quiet so far. We do see some rotations once again from Kiboy. Naturally so, giving out information about the team. If we're talking about the mid matchup, I believe if Sans is overly aggressive, it feels like Jiizee might have a hard time, and you can even see Edok getting shredded here. Talent prediction by GoPay. It looks like a unanimous vote for ONIC. Not surprised. I mean, again, considering the performance of RRQ with their first match. Of course, it's Kelra, right?
Have we ever seen that?
Standard.
Like a full...
I don't think so. This might be the first.
Right?
Unanimous roll pick. Only Kelra, man.
That's gold standard.
Level 4 for both, though, mid laners. They're both already eyeing out this first turtle, but again, Aran needs to be very careful against the magic damage of RRQ.
Yeah,
Seems like he is, though.
very. Oh, rightfully so. Super Dan here, taking a lot of damage. That's a deadly catch on towards Suns. Now Super Dan repositioning. Kyrie is on the turtle. Itoshi looks to spoil this party. Oh, that's a great stun as Super Dan finds first blood and the turtle. All due to Jiizee finding the ult. That's going to be a trade, but Sans will be taken down, and RRQ having more say. Jiizee will not be able to get out of this as Lutpiii claims the double, but Super Dan finds a trade.
On point, Furia the Phoenix, Jiizee on his debut, winning this first turtle trade for RRQ. And Kyrie gets taken down even before he could press that retribution.
That was brilliant, man. But it's exactly as expected, no? If Kyrie walks up, Super Dan, Jiizee, the magic damage is absurd, man. At the start of the game, Kyrie couldn't really do anything. He still tried to force it, try to go for the red tree. Super just walks up and steals it away as he gets stunned by the Fear of the Phoenix. And that's something that they'll have to play with the entire game.
Is there like a point where he doesn't have to be as careful? Is it an item build moment for Kyrie?
No, not really. Even if you go Queen's Wings in the late game, will, once you get the Queen's Wings, will also have, you know, all of his items. If he does go for the Aldo build from yesterday, the one he was really just complimenting, the Lightning Crunch in second, it'll still just be a problem. And then, you know, obviously you go to my Enclave, you pierce through everything.
True.
There's the damage reduction, but damage reduction is not enough.
The later the game goes, the more damage Superken's going to have. So I feel that. I feel that ONIC needs to figure out a way to try and do this. Wait a second, that's another pickoff for Superken.
It might be Suns.
He went all in onto his Haroma, and it seems like now it's a 3v2 situation in the mid lane. Kyrie looks for a disengage. Superken is able to get out of that one, but great pressure here provided by the mid trio of RRQ.
RQ's really on the tempo right now. The fact that Superken has his hands on the Harley, it's giving him so much leeway to get these pickoffs and ultimately giving them an advantage when it comes down to these neutral objective fights.
Yep. No respect to the Harley in the banning phase. They banned the Claude and the Moscow, but they gotta pay for it, man. RRQ doing a good job with Superken. Dealing so much magic damage. You saw earlier, it was just a poker tray. It wasn't even the deadly magic, and Kyrie needed to bounce out of there. Kiboy got picked off too.
Yeah, that's tough. Kiboy cannot really face check after that pickoff. Like, gotta calculate more on like his positioning, his timing as well. But then, so far, ONIC, they're behind 1,000 gold. Take a look at the positioning of Superken, and Kyrie needs to be aware of this spot. Yeah.
Trying to take it out.
He
loses it, yeah.
Superken, no teleportation. That's a stun, that's a big one! Now the damage will come through! As ONIC finds the angle to take the jungler down. Take a look at Kelra.
Okay, we're seeing adaptations coming through from ONIC right now. It looks like Sans is still playing aggressively here, pushing Itoshi to Jiizee, trying to utilize the HP of Itoshi onto the damage for Jiizee.
Wow.
It seems like Jiizee still gets the purple buff, so unfortunately, Kyrie's not going to be able to steal that away from him.
Yeah, by the way, well played, Kiboy. That's why they picked the Badang against the Harley. He wants to try to counter it. Wants to try to find those, you know, fist cracks, fist breaks over, catching him every single time before he jumps back.
So it makes sense why RQ ban out the Cho in the drafting phase, banning out these, you know, heroes that can create or stop the momentum from ONIC. But Kiboy is still able to handle that with the Badang. We'll see if he's going to be able to do the same thing twice.
Yep.
Because so far, RRQ have been able to get more picks in. We're looking at the next neutral objective now spawning. Looks like ONIC are the ones there first.
Yeah, and ONIC did such a good job, man, because now the gold leads, even when they were winning with 2 turtles, the gold lead wasn't there.
Oh. Take a look at the damage. Melts Kiboy there. He will go down 15 seconds should be plenty of time. Oh, the SKL forced to use the flicker there in the mid lane now. With the Yuzong in the back. Oh, under the turret. Lutpiii does not have enough distance to close it out. That's a free kill again for RRQ.
I thought without Kiboy, ONIC wouldn't have gone for that, but they still went for it. Kelra looked for an opportunity. Unfortunately, he couldn't even get Yehezkiel down, and they lose Lutpiii in the process. So they lose 2. RRQ pick up a turtle. Was that okay? Is that okay trade? It looks like they're looking for more though.
They know they're trying to find something. That's a stun on towards Edok. Finds it. Super Dan now quite isolated. Forced to use that Purify. And that will be it. But man, the ghost of Jakarta been doing work.
Yeah, he's been amazing in this game, but gotta give props to Super Toy. I believe he slide tackled Lutpiii right as he dropped down from the dragon form, right? That's why he couldn't catch Yehezkiel. Very underrated part about Bruno's kit, man. A little stun that stops you from chasing, even if it's just a millisecond.
Yeah, so annoying.
It is very annoying. It staggers you for a bit, stops you in your tracks, but I understand what ONIC were trying to do there. They saw some of the resources, not a lot, some of the resources used up for Kiboy. They didn't want the Kiboy trade to go to waste, so they tried to go for a trade themselves. Obviously, it didn't work out, but I'm still pretty impressed, though. Really feels like, you know, the ONIC of the past where the enemy team can have perfect turtle, but it's only a 700 gold lead.
What do you think about the item build from Super Ken?
Oh.
Those double penetration.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid choice because, again, he's thinking Sans is very durable, Kiboy as well, and Lutpiii, so he wants to just go through before they even manage. Or maybe he just noticed that Lutpiii built Radiant Armor early, so you know, he wants to chunk them down. Instead of the Lightning Trunch in second, he goes for the Genius One into Divine Glaive. And he has an Airy spell. Interesting. I'm a fan of Super Toy's build. He went from, oh,
Kelra?
Very low, still able to hold on though. Finds extra life as well in the mid lane after that clear. Tempo gone down, economy almost balanced.
yeah. Going back to the build of Super Toy. Toss Claws, usually you go Berserker's Fury second, but he delays the Berserker's Fury the third, goes for the Melted Gun instead, needs more range, knows that he'll be playing from the back, and he needs to try to match Yehezkiel's range. Even when the Dragon comes around, right? One thing good about the Bruno, especially once you have Melted Gun, is you're able to hit the Yuzong while he's flying in air from such a far distance before he actually comes down. So by the time he comes down, he should be half. If you have enough damage, especially once he builds Berserker's Fury, it'll be even more troublesome.
That and also the longevity and like the range of Sans on the Jushin is quite underrated.
Here's not on towards the back. That's a big resource spent. That should be enough signal to let ONIC, back off. But keep in mind, RRQ, they're not out of the woods just yet.
Yeah. Very methodical game this is, man. Not the brawls that we expect from the usual MPL ID games.
It's a nice change. It's a nice change. Super Ken's on the top side of the map. You can see that he's trying to put some pressure before they go for the Lord Dance. Ooh. He actually walks down. Is he looking for Kiboy?
Just for an angle. Uh-oh.
Kiboy's the only one who can stop him.
Wow.
Both teams are baiting for spells at least, right? They know that their spells are still active, so they want to keep tabs on that.
Yeah. I like the instant adaptation for Kyrie, by the way. Right as he dies from Turtle 1, he's like, okay, I understand it now. It's tough. I can't walk up like that. I can't be forcing. So might as well just try to hide for as long as possible, try to sneak in later. I can't be going up against Uranus anyways.
Okay, there you go. Black Dragon.
ONIC trying to pull the trigger here, at least force RRQ members to back away. That's a two-man stun! And the Petrify allows Kyrie to get the Lord. Now Kiboy, Super Toy taken now, and that will be the collapse. ONIC still focused down on the Grok now. That's a big knockup, but the damage will not be enough as Edok finds the flicker. Super Dan trying to distract, is able to get out. That's a very, very important Lord. And this might swing on towards ONIC's side.
That timing was just so uncanny, right? You think as Lutpiii opens up the Black Dragon form, everyone's too far away from one another. There's no way he can look for something. I mean, the minimal he could do is just give over information. And then Kiboy comes out from nowhere, is able to ult in 2 members. And then it's just GG for RRQ and ONIC pick up that Lord. What a dance by ONIC.
Man, I'm more impressed. Yeah, the dance was beautiful by ONIC. Really good feints back and forth as well. Kiboy opening up. He's been caught so many times, right? And it kind of created the illusion for RRQ that they'll be able to one-shot Kiboy every single time. But the reason he's now even more aggressive in opening, despite dying the first 3 times, is because he already built the Radiant Armor, right? The first few times it was Thunderbolt and like a few components before Radiant Armor. So now he has Radiant Armor, he's confident that he can go through. But also, props to Super Ken, Brute Force, because the Kiboy caught him once. He wants to go for the tenacity out of the CC.
Alright, looking to pull the trigger again at the bottom side of the map here. Lord is not taken down just yet. That's going to be a jump. Oh, Fury of the Phoenix finds 4. Now, the turret taken down. Kiboy again looks for an opening. RRQ, they restabilize. They defended their main base, but they will lose out on the bottom side. Super Ken, very aggressive. Not able to find or close the gap just yet. Kiboy, very low, still able to survive now. Super Ken looks for an angle, not finding it just yet. Sans here, trying to provide damage. Lutpiii quite low as well. Kyrie now jumping into the fray as well. Kelra with the Shaman Force. The damage is not yet enough to take the members down, but Ito caught, isolated. Kyrie secures that kill. RRQ, they went back and forth, but finally they will disengage.
Towers fall down in favor of ONIC. Items are being built in by ONIC. That's a Divine Glaive now in the hands of Kelra.
Kelra again, Shaman Force, that's a stun, but it will not be enough. Lutpiii will be traded, but that's gonna be Super Ken deleted. Kiboy under the turret, and he will fall. It's a 3-4-2 in that exchange. RRQ, they lose out of the top tier turret. Oh, Kelra finds an opening. That's a flicker spent by Jiizee. Well calculated now. Do they have enough space to take the mid turret? Not just yet.
Are they looking for it? Irok and Super Toy are still moving forward. I think they're starting to posture for the next neutral objective. They need to control those waves though. They are going to be pushing in favor of ONIC. But Mirko, break that down for us.
Where do we start? It was such a long fight, right? Started with the siege in the bottom lane. They got the base turret down. I thought that would be it, but he wanted more. Both wanted more. RRQ wanted the chase, wanted the punish after that, but ONIC wanted to push it forward as well. Oh, man. That was just a great fight by both the teams, but obviously better for ONIC. They ended up outplaying RRQ in that long team fight. And it's because they were able to kind of micromanage Toy, dude. He's the main damage dealer out of the team, right? With Jiizee, but Super Toy has more consistent damage constantly. Oh, hold on. That's a flank.
Super Toy again. Stun. Trying to force a Purify out, but the knockup is there, and down he goes. ONIC again. Finds the angle. Take a look at Kelra. He knows that Jiizee has no flicker, but down goes the Uranus. Sans collects the double, and ONIC, the base is wide open with only the ghost of Jakarta left standing. This is his first Royal Derby as he watched his main base falls.
I gotta say that was a clinical victory. I think the casters said it yesterday when they won that 2-0, but again, today shows the exact same thing. You see in the